Okay, so I've been grinding out co-op for a while, and I am ready to recreate a character here and go for a second attempt. While I do want to still continue my rogue, I do want to recreate a character for a single player playthrough, because I have read that single player quests are different from multiplayer in their rewards, and then also multiplayer is missing most of the quest interactions, which is definitely what I want to be going for. So without kind of dilly-dallying this time, seeing you could also see the fountain is a different color. This is because there is a quest that involves the fountain. So I'm going to start off by buying 2 health potions. I'm going to try not to waste those. And we're going to not really abuse, obviously, because this is an intended mechanic, and this is a glitchless playthrough and all that. But we are going to take advantage of our recharge staff spell on the starter staff that you get, which is charge bolt. It's got 40 charges, so every time we use recharge staff, we lose some of the maximum capacity. So instead of having 40 charges, it'll have, I don't know what the reduction is, if it's 10% or 20, but it'll be in the 30s, and so on. So we're probably not going to be paying to recharge the staff. We're probably going to use this to get our early gold, early gear, maybe a couple books, a couple spells, and then we'll probably toss it and sell it, because it's going to be upwards of like 300 gold to recharge this, maybe a little less, and that is expensive this early in the game, because as you can see, you start with nothing, and it's quite hard to balance magic and health pots super early mage game. I've been playing co-op with someone who rolled a warrior.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to fight the Master Prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us!
Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna see what I could do with Firebolt, but level 2 Firebolt is it's gonna be strong, but it's gonna be hard to hit much of anything with it, and we really don't want to get hit because we're gonna take a ton of damage. Level 2 is right here. See, now I plan on pretty much hopping straight down to level 2. I might look for some books up here. But otherwise, farming level 1 is really not worth it. I don't know if there's an experience modifier for going ahead. It would probably be a penalty, like in Diablo 2 you get certain penalties if you go ahead. Okay, so far so good. Scroll of Healing is also very solid. That'll be as powerful or more powerful than a regular healing potion at this point. We are also... Yikes. See how much damage that is. Let's see. Okay, 92 gold pieces, not terrible. This is kind of what I mean, though, where, you know, I've already burned through most of my mana. We're gonna have to switch to my electric shock already. Electric bolt. Let's see. It is charge bolt, that's right. Okay, level 3 is right here, although we're definitely not going down to level 3 And we're certainly not going to be engaging the butcher if we find him. That arrow is from a trapdoor. Okay, so that's what happens. Right, I had not saved. So, new game. And I'll tell you what. We're gonna not play too silly. We probably will still go down to level 2 a little early. Although maybe picking up a level on level 1 is not a bad idea. It was honestly pretty funny. Let's see what my hit points here. See, I have 30 hit points, which is pretty tough.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
See, I mean, what we want is we want safe rooms of many skeletons to spam our electric bolt in. We also started off with a magic rag immediately. Don't know what the effects are, but we will identify that, check it out. Yeah, these barrels blow up for a lot of health. They are pretty likely to contain... See, this is kind of what I mean. We're on level 2, for instance. You could get rooms that are set up like this, but with, 15, 20 mobs inside. And farming it with charged bolt is pretty interesting maneuver. And my chest is also going to break pretty soon, so I actually should head back. Wow. Cloak almost guaranteed to be even better. I'm getting pretty lucky with gear, I suppose. We should head back to town and get... Well, we can't get them identified. Guess we don't have to head back now if I solve the durability issue, because this cape is not going to break on us too soon. So we're just going to continue up this way. I have mana for about one. Yeah. A couple more. And one more. Small axe, probably worth it to pick up at this point just for gold. I think some of the finer weapons like this will probably sell for around 100 gold. That's not bad, a couple potions. Barrels, I'm not even going to touch them at this point. So I guess kind of the question becomes, what am I going to... Oh, excellent. What am I going to start by spending my gold on? Or no, spending my skill points on. Like, what attributes am I going to dump them into? In my multiplayer run, I was sticking them in magic, and that increases your mana pool. I don't know if it increases the potency of your magic. As silly as that sounds, I have no idea. I would have to look for answers in this guide I've found. And you can see here, staff charges do not cost mana, which is why A, this is viable, and B, probably why the developers chose to give the mage quite a powerful staff to start with. Oh, dodge that. So I grab my first level there. Guess we'll put 2 in mana, 3 in vitality, because I definitely do need some points in life here. Some early points, at least. So it looks like the armor is a charge bolt must have hit somebody, is what that sound was. It's also going to say it looks like the armor has improved my defense a bit. Well, that hurt, but... yeah, I want to say this whole level gets rendered. So when you do things like shoot a projectile, that doesn't expire. I don't know if any projectiles expire. It'll just shoot down the whole corridor. Which could be pretty good, because you end up really not wasting charge bolts. See, I heard someone get hit in the distance. I heard multiple people just get hit. And there's no, like inverse square law dictating how loud sounds are. You know, there's no dependency on how far away they are for volume. It's, again, quite a lot of people I heard dying here, which is pretty good. We don't have any skeleton archers on level 1, which they definitely did that for a reason, because skeleton archers hit hard and they come in packs. Scroll of Identify, that saves us 100 gold. I'm not used to having to save because in multiplayer your character auto-saves. Okay, I have no town portal. Not too many methods to heal. It'll be different once I get a book of healing. I don't know if you could get that on level 1. Probably. And then this stack is going to need to get recharged. There's our first bookcase. Yikes. Okay, nice. Level up. Full resources. Book of Holy Bolt. Not bad. We could sell the first one for gold, because it sells for a good amount. I will learn it because I haven't found too many Holy Bolts in my other playthrough. It makes me kind of wonder how rare they are. I'm sure they're not rare, but they're definitely not as common as some of the other ones that drop, like Charge Bolt, Fire Bolt, Heal, other things that I could grab and then also sell for a good amount of money. Although Holy Bolt is pretty expensive, so I'm probably not going to be using it. Basically, you spam it on Skeleton King, though. Quiet Shrine. We are going to have to look up what Quiet Shrine does. Okay, the Quiet Shrine gives 2 to Vitality. So, of course, that is an easy grab. So that looks like it was most of floor 1. I think there was a section near the entrance I had not covered yet. Let's see, an identify. I can use that to identify the cloak I've got on. Fast hit recovery, that is pretty good early game. I do wonder what the rags are. Oh. Okay, probably worth it in the end getting a potion of mana, although it would be nice to have a heal. Here's a pretty powerful spell. Scroll of healing, pretty good. Let's check on the Gloomy Shrine. Interested. I guess these effects only last for the current game, so it's fine for those who seldom attack. That definitely describes me. Maybe not as much on this floor. Yeah, we probably could just beat up the skeleton, or the zombies rather. Okay. So we're gonna do our first repair, or recharge rather. Oh wow, that really tanked, its maximum. I cut it in half, I believe. Yeah. Well, guess we'll have to make do. I'm wondering if we should head down to floor 3 at this point. Or if there's any gear that's worth grabbing. I'm not gonna mess with the barrel room. Oh. Yeah, so that's looking like most of floor 1. Unless we could get a significant book here, it looks like we might have to pay for a recharge on the staff. We made some pretty good gold, 423 for our first run, plus some things to sell. The bow's not going to sell for anything, but the axe might, the buckler might, the rags could sell for a decent amount depending on what's actually on them. For all we know, it could actually be a penalty. So instead of... Well, actually, we will check this room out. Okay, hidden shrine. Okay, hidden shrine also needs to get looked at. Some of them I remember, like creepy shrine, I think is +2 strength or something. Okay, hidden shrine is -10 durability to one item equipped, +10 to all others. Never destroys an item. That's interesting. I suppose that's technically worth it. Like, money-wise. Because it says it never breaks an item. Boom. That's actually best case scenario is the cap. Although, I gotta do make sure I don't break the cap, so I probably should head back now. Which does remind me that I don't know where the exit is. There we go. Yeah, so not bad first run down. I think level 2 is going to go much smoother than when I wiped there. Which reminds me actually to save. Alright, so I identified it, and sure enough, it does have a penalty on it, so it's going to sell for dog shit. Awesome. So I actually made no money off of these items because it cost 100 gold just to identify that. The cloak, we are going to dish out this money to repair it. Or maybe not. 16 out of 28. It didn't really lose any. Now let's just dish it out. Okay, so since we have no heal, we're going to just spend all of our money on healing pots. See, I knew about this. Interesting. Yeah, so I've never done any of the quests in this because I've only ever progressed on multiplayer. And my multiplayer mage is pretty mid-game at this point. We do need to repair the cap, of course. And then that just reminds me that I don't have nearly enough money to charge this thing. Yeah, I know about Farnham. Was one of the first down there with Lazarus, and that's why he's an alcoholic. I guess we're ready to go back down. I mean, this is not ideal. We haven't found as much magic stuff as I would like, but that's why I wanted to go down to level 2 right off the bat the first time. And that's not a pun on all the bats. Which there are none on level 2, so there you go.
Please, listen to me.
Okay, so the spring poison water supply.
I'm glad I caught up to you in time.
I don't know if these quests are found in town, like the solution to that quest is found in town, or if that is something that... Oh, it's funny, my helmet is in a perpetual state of being yellow even at maximum. Or if the poison water supply quest is embarked on down here. Let's see here, small mana pots already don't do much because I have a decent pool. 84. Oh my god, I missed this. I will level soon, so I'm not going to drink another one. We will preserve. Level 2. So we're gonna be looting a lot of what we can here. We will take risks with opening coffins and sarcophagus. I might break a barrel or two. That's going to be a holy bolt job. I know the mana cost is going to be tough, but could be worth it if we don't get overwhelmed here. Like, we don't want to go in there and pull 100,000. I say that as I pull a special mob, although this could be great. We could get some high value items out of this. Okay, magic axe. This could definitely be worth some gold, just so long as we don't roll for like a really shitty detriment on it. Only having 2 charges is tough. We will level up within the next couple mobs though, so... Okay. These guys resist fire. Which is what makes this tough, because like I said, Holy Bolt is pretty expensive. Regular zombies I'm probably fine to kill like that. So we will pump 2 into magic. Sorry if you hear my phone go off for work reasons. I gotta keep my ringer on. Hoping it's far enough away that my mic won't be really picking it up. Okay, scroll identity. Another unique. Let's see. If these guys are undead, Holy Bolt does work. Okay. Okay, sweet.
Not enough mana.
And that was good experience. That should also be another magic item, so that's going to be pretty nice. I see that health potion. I'm not going to pick that up. Yeah, 2 magic items. I don't have any... Or I do have an identify. Let's... Adds 1 point to damage. Boom. That is going to sell for a pretty decent chunk of change. Probably several hundred gold, or maybe even upwards to 1,000. I'm gonna try to melee as much as I can. I mean, I know it's gonna be a while before I level up, so I suppose there's no point in saving. Plus, that is yet another elite. I don't think I've ever had 3 elites stack side by side. Soul pus. Damn. Okay, this is... Oh, and Bone Ripper. Yeah, I don't know, I might just have to go up there and melee them. The only thing is I definitely don't have enough mana. If I play this smart, shouldn't have to worry about dying. Oh. Okay. We're gonna need some mana though. I have not gotten too lucky with mana potion drops. I don't think I want to be taking on Soul Pus. I don't have any mana at all. Let's see if I'll get lucky with a drop, but not too hopeful, although I suppose I probably have exhausted most of the elite mobs on the floor. Regular club, not gonna bother. Pretty surprised. Okay. Yikes, like that was an example of a lot of damage from a barrel. Like probably too much. And I really don't have any easy way to replenish that aside from using a potion, which is frustrating, but that was my fault. Probably gonna stay meleeing them for now. I can go back and kill Bone Ripper, whatever his name was. I'm pretty sure it's Bone Ripper. I'm pretty sure Bone Ripper is one of the regular mobs to spawn. I feel like I've seen his name multiple times, not like one of the procedurally generated mobs, but I could definitely be wrong about that. Okay. So we're definitely not going down another floor. Oh nice, and there's a bookcase over there. Okay, so I just gotta lure him such that I know I'll hit him. Like that, I'm pretty sure just went and hit the wall, so that's not helpful. Yeah, like magic could be a little finicky with its aim sometimes. AoE magic, oof, is a little bit more consistent.
Not enough mana.
Okay, nice. And a staff of healing. I will take that. I mean, this is something that I could be using on myself, although usually I'm equipping offensive staves. Although free heals, definitely worth switching to a staff just to get. Charged bolt, excellent. That is exactly what we're looking for. So it's going to be a pretty heavy mana cost, but at least we have it. Now what we really need to complete the early game self-sufficient mage build would be a book of heal. That way we can heal ourselves, and we could spend most of our money on mana pots for now. So yeah, as you might be able to tell based on my gameplay as a rogue, if you did indeed watch that video, kind of seems like mage is really built to be like the definitive way to experience the game. I mean, I know a barbarian is kind of the typical starting point, but I feel like there's not much there's not as much diversity with the melee builds in Diablo games in general. It's, I mean, I suppose in the later ones you have Whirlwind or whatnot, but even that is not like it's not a totally diverse experience. You know, like diverse gameplay wise. Kind of what I felt was interesting about Demon Hunter and Diablo 3 is it's like they've funneled a lot of their gameplay perspective on, I don't know, I suppose like interactable mechanics into the Demon Hunter, or at least that's how it felt to me. And that's not like a complaint. I think that makes sense that one would use a class to base much of the gameplay design around. I mean, the balancing act is surely pretty delicate and probably not realistic to achieve across like 5 classes on a game that is in development hell with such extreme numbers as Diablo. So this is the butcher's room. This is not. It's just we're not going in there. We get swamped. Really killed. Full mana pot, very nice. Okay. Stick all these into magic. So that's most of floor 2, and like I said, we are probably not capable of accomplishing the butcher. Actually, I basically know we're not. The butcher does quite a lot of damage, and he has a lot of health. See, that for mages, Skeleton King is definitely the easier of the two. Yeah, so we're not fucking with barrels, 'cause that's ridiculous. No, Holy Bolt just annihilates Skeleton King. Pretty sure you could do it in like 2 mana bars or less. And he's stun locked almost the whole time. I don't know how to stun lock the butcher with magic. I know people talk about firewalls really powerful, but I've never seen like an easy way to get like a firewall set up on the butcher. See that I am picking up a lot more raw gold from drops on floor 2. Like I have almost 1,000 gold just in drops, which is nice. A dark passage. This must not be in multiplayer. This must be a quest item. I suppose that might be the poisoned water. So let's check that out. Check out my inventory too, see what kind of space we're working with. So we're working with no space. Very nice. It's a magic dagger, so I'm going to be keeping that around. I could probably drop that saber. Yeah, not that that really helped my space situation much, but I could pick up one more 6-tile item. Going back might be a good idea too, especially if I'm so close to the stairs. Yikes. Yeah, that was close. Maybe that's exactly what we should be doing. Oh my god. That was almost me wiping. Too close to the next level up. Not sure what kind of XP gain I get on this floor, honestly. Oh, a gold room. Let's sneak in there and get that. Great. Town portal too. I could use that, or we could save it and use the stairs. I don't see any stairs though, which probably means that those stairs are far away. Let's just walk to the stairs. We'll finish out this map. We'll gear up, come back, and by gear up I mean probably buy like a couple potions. Also, I don't know how many charges I have on heal. 30. That's good. I wonder what kind of recharge heal takes. I could become a little battle mage over here. Oh. Interesting room. Another barrel room. I'm definitely not going to be messing around in there. So let's go back up. And honestly, we probably won't be getting the butcher at all on this session. We're probably going to have to restart the session and grind at least 1 or 2 more rounds because I need better spells. I mean, I could buy a Book of Firewall from the Witch. That's not a bad idea, but I would rather not spend the money if I could save it. And also, I question how effective Firewall actually is for the Butcher. Like, is the strategy to have him sit in the doorway, and then you Firewall the shit out of him, or you shut the door on him? Like, what exactly is it? Because anytime I've ever tried Firewall, my warrior friend was getting scorched alive, or I was dying, or the Butcher just walked right out of it. And I mean, he definitely took damage, but not a lot, clearly, because I could still drop like 30 fireballs on him before he would die. Okay, so I was way off with how much this axe would be worth. That sucks. 250 is still not terrible though.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
I mean, we don't have to identify this. We will though, because I'm a little OCD about that. Is this lightning pretty good? I don't know who uses lightning this early on, though. I don't think I've gotten hit with any lightning. That's pretty good. That should sell for a bit. And that's also not terrible. Okay, so I should cut a profit on each of these items, definitely.
Well, what can I do for you?
Yes, definitely cut a profit. 627 is great. Ah, 2,000 gold. So we're probably going to sell the staff at chargeable because I kind of ruined it by recharging it. And we're definitely going to keep the healing staff on for a while because A, we don't have heal, and B, we don't have any other offensive staffs.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Yeah, 130, I mean, not terrible. It's really only worth it to buy full manas. Good enough for now. Get a couple health pots. Actually, I'm going to sell this scroll just because it's going to be worth almost a whole
I
mana
sense
pot.
a soul in search of answers.
Or not. And then we're going to fill these up with healing potions. So as you can see, I definitely felt the game out a little bit since my last session. Put probably like anywhere from like 7 to 10 or 12 hours into Diablo 1. And I can say right off the bat that people like really undervalue that gameplay. You know, I hear a lot of people say, oh, you know, if you play it, it's, you know, you're doing it for the atmosphere, so that you could understand like what was innovative about it in that time, but the gameplay is not what you're playing it for. And I don't know if that's true. I mean, I think the gameplay is definitely pretty rigid, and it's got some old school shit in it, like enemies running away from you and you chasing them down, like clicking a single button and swinging at them. But there was some interesting depth to how everything works. There's a subtlety to it, and then I think the mage class in particular is pretty engaging. Surprisingly engaging, in fact.
What ails you, my friend?
So it's we probably don't need full healing potions. All right. Time to go check out the water supply. Oh, and also, this is great here, but in single player, I did not have this luxury in my multiplayer characters. Anything that you drop on the ground will stay there forever throughout all game sessions. Items and drops are forever persistent. In town, I believe. I'm sure that's not true in the dungeon because these are procedurally generated, and I don't know how they would solve that problem. So I'm really looking forward to having a bank, effectively, because there is no bank in Diablo 1, so the equivalent of a bank is to just drop everything on the floor. I miss this chest. Not even gonna bother. This is... pretty sure we were off to the right here. Nope, that was... yep. Here we go. It is so tough that there's no way to restore your mana, like, in town. Even fucking Zelda 2 Adventure of Link has, like, witches in town that will restore your mana for you if you talk to them. It's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm sure they did it, like, very well knowing how inconvenient it was, because they play tested the shit out of the game, I'm sure. Because, you know, back in 1996, game developers actually loved the games that they were making. Not that they don't now, but it's definitely not like that across the board. Well, not that it was even like that then, because back then we had some pretty terrible fucking game companies and people just trying to cash in on shit. And they actually, you know, even to backpedal further on what I said, there are even stories of how at Blizzard they ended up advancing Diablo. Oh shit. Into a ARPG because they felt as if RPGs were dead as a genre, which is kind of ironic, considering RPGs are still one of the biggest genres. So I just spam chugged almost all of my potions, of course. Yeah, I am taking a lot of damage here.
Not enough mana.
Definitely get a watch on the Flesh Clan. I know, the Flesh Clan are really like level 4 enemies, I believe. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I've been getting actually a crazy amount of experience for farming them. Although clearly that hasn't helped how much I'm getting wailed on over here. God damn. Well, at least I might be able to make a little money out of it. Oh, jeez. Flesh Clan over here knows how to juke. Yeah, this is definitely like level 4 type content. Oh my god. Thinking I might have to head back again. Just to be careful, I'm also not getting so lucky with that pathing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm a little worried about progressing. Okay. All right, we did it. I wonder if we can head back up this way, or if we gotta take some stairs. Looks like we gotta take stairs. Alright, so we have restored the water supply. Guess we'll walk back.
Good day. How may I serve you? I grew up with Wirt's mother, Tanis. Although she was only slightly hurt when those hideous creatures stole him, she never recovered. I think she died of a broken heart. Wirt has become a mean-spirited youngster, looking only to profit from the sweat of others. I know that he suffered and has seen horrors that I cannot even imagine. But some of that darkness hangs over him still.
Interesting. I never saw Wirt as too mean-spirited, but that's an interesting observation that he's kind of a profiteer.
The mere presence of the demons has caused the water to become tainted? Oh, truly a great evil lurks beneath our town. But your perseverance and courage gives us hope. Please, take this ring. Perhaps it will aid you in the destruction of such vile creatures.
I wonder if it has a random effect, if you always have to identify for different...
Stay a while and listen.
Oh, that should sell for a couple hundred. I know I said that about the axe, but... Well, technically the axe did sell for a couple hundred. That's pretty good. That's honestly really good, because my health pool...
I cannot cast
Jesus
back
Christ, it's like 20% of my health pool raised. I need more health.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Okay, it sold for nothing. I lost money on it. Excellent transaction. Okay, buy more health pots.
What ails you, my friend?
I should be buying more pots at a time, but it's not a huge deal.
Please, listen to me.
I also know for a fact that that's not going to happen. The butcher's going to require some finessing, so I'm probably gonna have to run level 1 and 2 again. Primarily level 2. See what kind of items and books I could get, and then maybe see what kind of books I can get from level 1.
Hello,